Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I thought I'd make something a little bit different today. My acrylic blocks, I've got two sets of them. I've got the round ones as well. So I'm going to make a little container. Well, it's a six by 5, 6 that way, 5 that way, by 3.5 inches tall. It's going to have a base as well for it to sit on and look pretty. And maybe I can add some blocks around the side as well for some quick grab ones. I'm using up some DSP, which is going to be retiring soon. So I'm using the Poppy Parade. So I've got my inside pieces, and that's going to be on the bottom. And then I've got my outside pieces, and no need to decorate the base. Well, I'm going to decorate the base, but I don't have to decorate the bottom of the box because it's going to sit on this, and I'm going to have it with that on this side. So the measurement for that is 8 by 7, and I've just literally stuck 3 lots of chipboard together, 2 pieces of thin cardboard and 1 thick chipboard, and I'm going to wrap this around to decorate. So when I flip it over, I've got that beautiful grass, and these gorgeous poppies are going to be sitting on the side. So I will get my book out and I will write the measurements down. So, and I've done that to all my chipboard. I glued 2 thick pieces of chipboard together. So, storage for I can't spell, acrylic blocks. So chipboard, you'll need 1 at 8 by 7, 2 at 6 by 3.5, 2 at 5 by 3.5, and 1 at 6 by 5. You'll want basic black. You'll need 2 at 6 by 1.5, 2 at 5 by 1.5, and 4 at 3.5 by 1.5, and you're going to score all the short side at 3/4 of an inch. And DSP, 1 at 10 by 9, 2 at 5 7/8 by 3 3/8, 2 at 4 7/8 by 3 3/8. You'll need actually 4, but you'll need 2 in one pattern and 2 in another. Where are we up to? That one is for there. So you'll need 4 in one pattern. I've lost a piece. There it is. So you'll need 4, but 2 in one pattern, 2 in another pattern, 2 in another pattern, and 2 in another pattern, and then you'll need a piece for the bottom, which is 4 7/8 by 5 7/8. Unless you want bigger borders and then do them by 3/4 and then do this by 1/4. So if I hold that up, storage for your acrylic blocks, and I'm going by my Stampin' Up acrylic blocks, and there's your black, and these are your joining pieces. So I'll just give it another quick hold, pause, grab all your stuff, and we make it together. So Mr. Boyce just fetched me a nice cup of coffee. Oh yeah, he knows what I mean cup of coffee. So with my chipboard pieces, I have gone around the edges. So when I add my DSP, just for the inside, this is just for the inside, so these will be added on the outside. I may have to go and do the because we're going to have black down here, I'm just going to do the tops. So I'm just using a black permanent marker, and it just says on black cardstock. So let me get me Stampin' Up one, because it'll be a bit quicker than that one. Because this is going to be attached, these are going to have black on there already. So when we attach our DSP, which is just a 1/8 of an inch short, you've got that nice little black border all the way around, and then your black will be at the bottom. So I haven't done this one at all, just to show you. You only need a small line, but I'm going all the way, because one's going to be on the inside and one's going to be on the out. And I'm going to do the top. Perfect. So to the bottom, because this is going to be on the inside. Doesn't have to be neat. You can always pick the best side. Maybe I should have done that one, but it doesn't matter. So I've done it on these all around. Just going to do, I've done the tops as well, so I'm just doing one side, because like I say, we will have black cardstock there. And I've done it to, like I say, all of them except for these. And I've done the tops as well. You only have to do it on the base on one side, because that's going to get covered as well. So it's just a little cheats way of cutting down on cardstock. So I know these are going to be the outside pieces. So let's pop that away. Let's pop our DSP to one side. And then I'm going to start with the base. These are for the sides, so you don't need to use these yet. And we're just going to basically, I'm going to fold them on that way. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to do it that way. I am going to stick that way, because you won't see this. And these are going to be on our outside. And we're going to glue every single one around the edges. So I'm going to use my glitter glue. So these are my 5-inch sides. So you want to make sure that you've got it on there and you've got it stood up. So just use your bone folder, because when these get attached, that's going to go onto there. So you see where our black cardstock comes from now. So let's just do our bottom piece first. She says, trying to grip it. Again, this is just going to sit up at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to press that just against there and press down there. Oops. Perfect, nicely. Well, she says, if not, if I have gone over a little bit, I just trim that little bit off. thought it was right up close because see the black on there, see? So I don't need that bit. So our pieces now will stand along the edge there. Have I done something wrong? I have I? It's going to stand. I might have to shorten these by a little tiny fraction because they're so thick. Yeah, I might have to take an edge off that actually. We'll see, unless I'll wait for these and I'll add these on the outside like that. Yes, definite. So I'll add my 6 inches now to there, and then we'll stand them on there. So I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Glue the where I've written. It's been 21 degrees here today and it's like April. So I need to add, that's the inside, this is the outside. So I'm just making sure that's all on, push down and level. So I can glue that now on there and put that up right close. Perfect. So we'll do that in a minute. Let's get our last one on. More fingers and thumbs, look. You can choose to mite the ends if you want, but I think it's going to look okay. So make sure that's right up to the edge. I think I might have, that one's perfect, but I've cut this one a little bit too long. Just a tiny little bit. There we go. You can always take away, you can't add. So these are now going to get attached onto there. Perfect. And we will have black on the outside as well. So let's just do one at a time. So make sure it's butted up close. And when the sides get attached, that's when it'll stand up and it'll be lovely. Because if we'd have added that on the top like these, we wouldn't have enough space. I'd have had to added some, if you know what I mean. So I know that's going to fit in there like a glove. Perfect. Also need to do with these now before we start attaching those. Let me glue this one on as well. Make sure that's butted up nice and close. And when we come to, we will be gluing down there as well, so they will get stuck to the side of the box also. So now for your little pieces. We're going to add these smaller ones. They're going to go on there. Oh, it's so warm today. I've been sat in the garden. Well, I haven't got a garden, I've got a backyard because I'm not one for grass. So I've been sat out there most of the day and it's been absolutely beautiful. Oops. Absolutely gorgeous. Just making sure it's a 45-degree angle. It's pushed all the way up. Perfect. And again, when we come, we will glue there as well. I'll show you what I mean. Like now, see, like this. This is going to wrap. That's going to get glued on there, and that's going to wrap around there. And then we've got those edges. Whoops. Need 3 hands, girls. You need 3 hands. No, I'm joking. You can do this with 1. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So let's get our other 2 pieces on. I can separate them. Oh, it's warm. Again, I got a little. That's it. Got a tiny little overhang there. I'd sooner that than have it too short. I've got it. And the last side now. Because I cut these on a different trimmer to these, they can be just slightly off a little bit. That's got that one. That's it. That's it. I'm sweating pints. So we fetch this piece in now. And I'm just going to stand it right on that edge. And then that can glue that side as well. So while I'm just going to hold that into place a second, just whilst I glue this side in. Perfect. Down the side as well. Oops, I'm not doing that right, am I? Let me unclip that a sec. It's going to go on the edge. That's better. I wondered why it wasn't going into place then. Just going to hold that peg on there. And I'm going to glue the back piece now, because that's going right along there. keeping that right along the edge. Don't worry that you can see a bit of glue, that'll dry clear. And not only that, our DSP will be going over there as well. That is perfect. So I'm going to glue this one first, down the edge as well. Right up close, spin that around. Just turn that around so I can see. I know this glue goes off really quickly. And I'm just going to peg that in the corner whilst I glue the bottom bit on. Love it. We're keeping that right along the edge. Perfect. I'm going to open them out now. I'm going to glue down there. They can get just right around there now. The reason I did them 3/4 is I'd have to trim that little bit off, because I tried doing one a few months back and I only did 1/2 inch, a 1 inch strip, scored 1/2 inch and attached them on the outside, so it only gave me a 1/4 inch. So this way I've got plenty of black wrapping around there, so I don't need another peg. I'll just take that one from there now, and I do the same on this side. Making sure they're right square in. Just fold that over. Give that a good burnish. Now I've got a little bit of overhang, so I'm just going to trim that off. I need to go in that way, but I'm not left-handed. Let's get it. Making sure they're nice and neat. Perfect. Look at that cute little box. It's so solid. Excuse me, ladies. Oh. I think I must have a bit of hay fever, you know, but I've never suffered with it before, because the weather has been so gorgeous these past few days. Plus I get a head cold through the winter and it doesn't go till summer. So, I need a little bit of overhang there as well. I'd sooner cut some off than not have enough. How sweet is that? I will show the blocks in a moment. I'm just going to get my designer series paper in there now. So now we've got those black lines in there, we don't have to worry. I might have to skim that off a little bit. Now I can't get it out. go. I'm just going to take a slither off that. Maybe I should have cut this to 4 3/4. Sorry, 5 3/4. Let's try that. Perfect. Just for that bottom piece. Perfect. Don't really have to decorate the inside because your blocks are going to cover it up, but if you want to make it look pretty, then make it look pretty. Perfect. So let's do the inside first. Make sure. Absolutely gorgeous. Just pop them down sides. There's no pattern on this one. Just stick your bone folder in. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't need a great deal. Perfect. Look how sweet that's going to be. Love it. Yeah, it's April now. We've got May and June, and then these papers will retire anyway. I mean, I'm not bothered. I'll still use them, but you know what I'm like for my designer series papers. When there's new out, I've got to get. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. So that last one for the inside. Oh, I love it. And if you look inside, you can see the black where we used the marker pen instead of having to use designer series paper. So these are directional, so I'm going to add these, and we can see our black all round on these as well. Give yourself a nice little border all the way around. Perfect. Make sure we got our pattern running the right way. I mean, those acrylic, and the reason I doubled up on the chipboard is because those acrylic blocks, when they're all together, are heavy. Very heavy. And with me having 2 lots of them as well. Oh. This will look pretty on anyone's desk. Will dry clear, don't worry. As I say, we don't need a piece for the bottom because we're going to layer that one up in a minute. goodness, that is so cute. Now let me get my blocks. And I found a way to put them in. These are the heaviest ones. Oh, that way, sorry. There. So, I'm going to start with the biggest ones at the back. And then the smaller ones to the front. Tiny little ones will sit on there, and my little one should go, well, it should go in there. Depends on which way around I've turned these two blocks. No, it doesn't want to go in there. I thought it got the dimensions perfect, but then that can sit on there anyway. But look, they're all there. I've got another one of them here, which I now need. I don't use that little stamp with Stampin' Up anymore, but that every single, there's 2 lots of blocks in there. I think that's brilliant. So let's get the base done now. So heavy, all those blocks. So this is our 7x8 piece. Doesn't matter which way round you glue this down, because no one's going to see the base unless you want to add more. So I've roughly got 1 inch either side. So I'm just going to glue that. In fact, I'm going to use my Carlisle glue just so I can get wiggle space. And I'm only putting a little bit on because this stuff's good. Perhaps doesn't look like I'm putting any on, but I am. But it'll give me a little bit of wiggle space. So roughly 1 inch either side. Perfect. Roughly about 1 inch either side. Perfect. So now we can just smooth all this down. Love it. Don't need that anymore. Because I'm going to use my art glitter glue with the poppies standing up that way. This was going to look like the grass underneath. So I'm going to bend that over. I'm going to crease there. And I want to crease there. So when we fold this over, I get the square that I need. So I know how to cut it out. So I can see that square. Again. Just fold that over. Neat finish. Now I can cut those squares out, and if you want you can do the slightest mitre. So when you pull this over, it's perfect. I'm going to mitre in small up to the corner. Perfect. Now all we need to do is glue. That's a perfect size, and you can all your blocks, apart from your little ones that just drop down there, but you could arrange that in a different way as well if you wanted. Whoops. So that is nice and tight against there, and then I'm just gonna pull that over my fingers and work my way out. Perfect. Same with this. See how quick it goes off the Acrylic glue. It's great. And then we can do the sides. Oh, my battery's about to go. Well, I've got another one there, but I don't want to join the film. And I can just get this on quickly. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. You like the dimensions and how that box would look fabulous on anyone's desk, especially a crafter's. Right now I can see that's not mitered enough. It's better. I'm dying to see the end product. Pull that over now. Nice neat edges. And then this is where our little box will sit. And that's why I've left it a good inch all the way around as well. So when that gets glued on there, you can rest these little ones around the outside for handiness. Let me, sorry girls. Oh. You know, I can pop my little ones around the outside just for convenience. Put them down there. Oh no, they don't want to go that way. They want to go that way. So yeah, that's my block storage unit. And then these sit on the top. So I'm going to glue this. I'll do it off camera because I want to make sure I've got all my distances right. But look, there's beautiful poppies. And that gorgeous grass bottom. Well, I'm calling that grass bottom, anyway. But there we have it. I hope you enjoy. I think it's absolutely stunning. Let's see if I can get it right direct under the camera. So you've got an even gap all the way around.
Clap the NHS number 8.
Oh yeah.
It's
Right.
5-2.
Okay, coming now. So I'd love a thumbs up and a share. That'd be amazing. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the little bell, because I do post every single day. My battery's perfectly timed. So come and see what I make tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.